So the primary idea here is that my back leg and my head are going to come under, closely followed by the arm. Okay, so open up, step under, here comes his other arm. Okay, other foot comes through, back arch.
The defining feature of Kata Guruma is for Tori to carry and wheel Uki over his shoulders. Now Tori may choose to grab one or both of Uki's legs to throw him, or he may choose not to grab Uki's legs to throw him. This video will show just some of the many applications of Kata Guruma. Here's a basic application of Kata Guruma as done in the Nage no Kata to serve as a reference point.
Set them up and then pop them up. I can just grab the belt. I'm just going to grab by the palm up like I'm curling, okay? And that's the big difference here, you know. And just like that. And when you're coming in, you're going to drop under them, and you're just going to drive your elbow up through the middle. Don't elbow them in the crotch, okay? Lift them with the crotch. Do not hit them in the testicles. It may happen. I hope that's why you wear a cup, okay? All right. So when you do this, pop them up, grab here, and when you're coming in on your knees, just drop under them, and you're going to slide under it here like this, okay? And you'll roll them over this shoulder here. You just keep driving them over, keep hold of the belt the whole way, okay? Let's try. You want to try that, Nick? So we'll get out of his way here. And you guys want to come around here so you can catch the action here. Watch how, when he comes in, he sets in, and as he drops under him, he grabs the belt. See this? I'll get out of the way here. See how he's grabbing the belt? Now, as he's dropping, he's going to be driving his right elbow into the crotch, basically, and throwing him that way. Okay? It's a very unusual way of doing Kata Guruma. It's a very old one. You probably won't see this very often, and it's kind of weird, but it can work. It's just another variation if you want to try it or not. So he pops him up there. He grabs as he drops under. There you go. And you're basically powering them over in a way, not powering them over, but you're steering them over with your right hand.
So I'm going to step through here and pull down onto the back so that he's across the shoulders. This arm is right up the middle of his legs, okay? Grabbing the near one as we go through, but as you're entering, just pop that through there and then come around and grab. Bring everything in nice and tight, okay? And then I'm going to roll sideways and raise my arm up so that his butt goes forward and pull down on the arm, okay? See how that arm goes in, pull that down, suck everything in together, turn. Over he goes. As I come in, if my shoulder is making contact with that hip, I should come right up the middle. Okay? And then it's your choice or not how hard you do that. But it's similar to the motion that you would be doing for your seonagi. You're just doing it with his hip. Okay? So, right through, okay? Catch, over he goes. Okay? I find it's a lot easier the higher up you go on the sleeves. My preferred way of doing it is with the lapel. But if you're having issues with the pull part of it, so like you come in and he's like that, okay, it's because you're not pulling the arm enough. So we kind of get a little close to the armpit, okay, and that makes it a little bit easier to move him down and pop him over. So as I come through and I catch, instead of going that way, I'm going to continue pulling here and lift up and rotate him down right there, okay? You have to continue the pull all the way through and then dump him over right in front of you, okay? If it helps, think about like punching down onto the mat, okay? And again, it gets easier the closer you are to the lapel. So if I come under, over here, over he goes. Catch on the inside of the arm to make it easier. Preferably arm poking under your armpit so you can control when it comes over the head. Okay, and as I come in, I'm just going to open up or get that nice lane. And we come down here. I like my knees to be right here. Okay? If it's like this, he can slip off. So if I catch through here like that, I'm going to drive my hips forward and straighten my back. It's not a kick them straight up sort of thing. Okay, it's a back arch. Otherwise, you're probably going to give yourself a hernia. So pull, arch back, push hips forward. Okay, and that way it has nothing to do with getting the guy up, because I'm not picking him up in the ground and then flipping him over backwards. I'm hopping through and then doing that. So if you arch your back, straighten your head up, try to look there, and then pop those hips forward, you're not using strength on it. Okay. Boom. Okay. Drive the hips forward, look up. There we go. Shouldn't really be in the legs. Okay, open up. Come through. Okay, and then I'm going to come over the hip on this one. Okay, roll onto that hip and keep pulling tight. And over he goes.
Let's look at that grip, because that's really essential in the setup here, everybody. Let's look at the tie-up on the arms. Again, Eric's left hand anchors it here. Just, again, here's the Udigaishi part, okay? Anchors it here. See that? The right hand ties up a lot. He's got a lot of jacket there to grab. Now that gives him a good solid. Now look at that hole he's created. So now he's got room to move now. Let's work on that.
Down and head straight, back straight. That lifts him up onto his toes so that when I roll onto that side, over he goes.
You notice how he rolled into the side and into him. Okay? You do it again, full bore. Here it is, guys.
We're going to start with two-sleeve grip. Okay, the thing, this is a little bit different. Normally when we're doing our sodes, we're leading with the dominant side, the lead side. In this case, it's your head's going to duck under first. Okay, so the primary idea here is that my back leg and my head are going to come under, closely followed by the arm. Okay, so open up, step under, here comes his other arm. Okay, other foot comes through, back arch. You can use the sleeve on his belly or his belt line right there to help push over.
Can you guys see this? Show that again, how it punches in there. See that? See how it closes that gap right there? And that's a really key thing in this particular variation.
So since we can't grab the leg obviously and go backwards with it, we're using that sleeve along the belt line and then a good back arch in order to take him back. The other thing you're going to want to do is not step straight into him like this, okay? You're going to want to come at this angle and then arch back that way. He's going to come over this shoulder. So if I come in straight like this to come through, there's a lot of lift that has to go on.
It's too much strength in that one.
Yeah, way too much strength. So if I come through here like this, you can see it just takes a little bit of arch and he's flying off my hip. So again, this leg's gonna go forward along with my head. This foot and this arm are gonna come next.
I'm going to have Derek show this because really take note of this, how he controls with this elbow roll to catch Mike's arm and shoulder. Okay, so look at it.
So the thing that makes this a little bit different is that normally when we're doing the elbow roll, we're like trying to sit through that way. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna duck under this armpit right there and then use the leverage from the elbow roll to just arch him back in a back angle on the elbow roll shoulder side. So it's gonna look like I'm doing a suplex at first, but notice that I'm trying to go at that back angle.
So, yeah, you're going to be throwing him really over your right shoulder.
Right over there.
That's a lot.
Yep.
But you will be doing a duck under
Yep.
this arm.
Yeah,
So,
you're still gonna duck under on it. There's lots of variations of this where you can sit through and take him in that back corner, but I'm gonna duck under to get a bigger throw, okay? So roll through, duck under.
can you turn around and show the back view without throwing him,
Yeah.
just the duck under, just to show how you duck under. So let's take a look. Watch how he controls the lower sleeves here, and watch how he rolls. See, that's this shoulder roll. This very tight in here. He's got him trapped. So this is now, they're on one big hunk of meat here, okay? Now from here, he would come across the angle of body and duck under. And he's not going to throw him, but you can see the angle in which he threw, or was attacking. So let's now go ahead and finish up. And in this case, the side you roll your elbow in is the side, that's the shoulder he's going over.
Roll. As I'm ducking under, so again, to go back over the steps for it, I'm gonna make a hole, I'm gonna step forward with my back foot, okay? And then as my lead foot comes through, you push through that arm. And then I would arch to finish if we were standing. In this case, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slide in. So as soon as I'm ducking under, I make that hole and I'm gonna slide my head and my leg down that way and push his arm through, look to my back corner.
So watch this right hand action that Derek's using with Mike's left hand. See how he traps that. So he's gonna be trapping it there. He's creating a hole here and it'll be coming through this side.
And you could do it from a variety of grips. You can take it in a standard grip on the top. You could take it in a standard grip on the bottom. You could do a pocket grip on the top. That's usually the one that I like. I'll just pocket grip it like that, punch it through. And you can always pistol grip it, punch it through as well. Same thing on this side. All you need to do is be able to open. Okay, so I'm going to continue with the pocket grip, punch that through along his belt line, and that allows me to push the lower half of his body over because it's along his center of gravity. Okay, so.
And it's an odd feeling to be thrown this way because you think you'll be falling, Michael think you'll be falling the other way, but he's not, he falls off the backside.
Yep.
And that's why it's so effective because it really is, it fools him. It really does fool him.
Yep. You can do it off the elbow weave as well if you wanted to do it that way. So again.
See, so again, if you're the thrower, if you're Tori, you're not trying to throw them across your shoulders.
No.
You're doing a back movement.
Yep.
So that's a key thing to remember, everybody.
It's basically, again, if you've ever done the slide in Kata Guruma where you just come through like that, it's basically the same thing. The only difference is as I sit under, I'm pulling them down here and then I'm just gonna back arch that way. And that was about as slow as I could do it. First things first, we're going to start with a cross grip here on his lapel and then a sleeve grip. Okay. You can go either from left or right. I'm going to start from left. So if you're going on the right side, I'll do one through right, one through left. Okay. So we get that cross grip, sleeve, okay, nice and low because we're going to do a grip break after this. Okay. So once I take that step through, okay, I'm going to point the toe and go after the Isoto and really try and drive in and get it because I either want the throw or I want the reaction where he steps out. He's smart, he steps out, my foot comes down, okay, and then I'm going to take that opportunity since he stepped back and made some space, grip break, okay, and then I'm going to spin that way underneath his armpit. So let's do it this way. Okay, so again, steps back, grip break, okay, pivot and turn this way. Pull down really hard so that your back is straight, you've got good posture, but you've got a good pull on him and his armpit is welded to your shoulder. And that makes it very easy to get that Kata Guruma action where he just wheels with you. And then from here, as I keep pulling, I'm just gonna rotate up and try and look at the ceiling and drive off my toes, okay? Switch my lapel grip, okay, step in,